Hello there, YouTubers. This is Mark Nejmeh. I am a large shareholder of a few stocks. Today I just want to kind of give you my rundown of what I think is going on with the market and with the stocks that I own. And then I'm kind of talk to you about what I think I would do if I changed things around. So I have a very large position in BNGO. I was happy and skeptical about hearing that BlackRock owns or bought 15 million shares because I think that when a hedge fund gets involved with that many shares, and BlackRock has been known to do this, they can be the ones that are shorting or driving the price of stocks down or selling into the market and playing with the shares that they own. So 15 million shares that Auspicious Ascent and Mr. Investor Lot reported, probably also Funkla, is interesting, but you know, the only thing that matters to me is how the stock trades. Now, it's about 350 on Thursday, August the 12th, and so we have the last 10 minutes of the market going on. And, you can't only just look at the green, you got to look at the red and everything else, take a look at the charts and so forth. But pretty much with BNGO, we're on a sideways tear. So we need some news to come out. We haven't seen much news from BNGO lately, which is okay with me. I know they have a tremendous marketing department and they're very busy. So I kind of like the fact that they're quiet right now. In terms of the shorts, they're plentiful. They're really betting that this stock is going down. I think some shorts are in deep, and they really have to send the message across that the stock is going to go down. I'll tell you what else I did, though. I wanted to kind of like dip into some other stocks. I bought a stock called SYN, which is has a strong buy on it. I was in the hospital, and there's this thing called C. diff that's very contagious, and they thought I had it while I was in the hospital, unrelated to my heart. And then I talked to a gastroenterologist, and they said that there was a drug that was supposed to resolve that C. diff, but it failed in trial. So SYN, which is a company that kind of acquires the ideas of biology or biologists and then tries to bring them to market, they seem to be doing pretty good with the kind of search for that solution for that C. diff disease. So I took a little shot of there. I have quite a few shares of SYN now. So my portfolio is SYN, BNGO. I had called CIDM as a good buy at around $1.19, and let's see, where is CIDM now? So it's about, I gotta put my glasses on. I hate being an old man, but we're at $1.83.5, which is pretty good. So that play ended up being real good, and I don't think it's over yet. I think $4 is possible on CIDM, and then I took a look at some other stocks. Of course, I had mentioned that if I were to take all my stocks and buy one stock, I would buy Ford. I kind of think you're going to see Ford at $40, $45 one day in a very near future. I mean, they're just such manufacturing geniuses. There's more Fords on the road than anything. If they get that F-150 electric truck to market, it's going to explode because, number one, mostly contractors have that vehicle, and they're usually short rides to job sites and so forth. And I think that contractors tend to like to buy tools, and F-150 is going to be a tool that they're going to buy. If it gets to be even on bigger trucks, F-250s, F-350s, or bigger, it's going to really be exciting. So I think Ford is a great buy. Just remember, anything I say is just from my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do. I just think that I like to share what I like doing. Other stocks that I've been watching just for the fun of it, because I see trends, is that MRNA dropped $75 yesterday, $73, and now it's only up $6. Not much of a bounce there. So I kind of think it's got something to do with the COVID vaccine drama. We have the media really pumping us, telling us that the Delta variant is really bad, but you have the price of vaccine companies going down. Pfizer, I know, was down a little earlier, and Oxygen, which seems to be everybody's toy to play with, which I am strongly against because I don't think Covaxin will ever come to market, uh, is really kind of fluttering around. My personal opinion with Oxygen is that there are some pump and dumpers that got into the stock. They know how to get in with big money, drive the price of the stock up, then sell off, then drive the price of the stock up, then sell off, and drive the price of the stock up. So this is going to go on for a little bit more. Depends on how long the story is out there. There's been some negative news out of India regarding Covaxin in terms of problems in their factories, low volume they're able to produce. I believe they were supposed to produce about 200 million vaccines for India. They were only able to do 10 million. Oxygen supposedly made an agreement with a Washington state-based pharma company to produce their Covaxin, but there really has been no word of how much they can produce because there is a shortage of the products that are needed to go into making the vaccine. So I'm not big on Oxygen at all. SYN, I got into that about 50 cents, 50.5022, and we're on the downtrend on that. So not happy about that. So I'm really not that smart. BNGO, I just can't get rid of because I don't see them doing anything wrong. Do you see them doing anything wrong? If you do, give me a call, 215-219-7699. I always pick up my phone, and I want to talk to people because I'm not the smartest guy in the world, and I have a lot at stake. I kind of live very simply, but I really would like to be able to relax one day and have some nicer things, especially if I get a girlfriend, which, by the way, I want to ask you guys, could you please like my channel, the YouTube channel? And I also want to tell you about my other products. Lovappy, Lovappy, is a dating app that I've created. We're putting a new skin on it. It'll be in the App Store and the Google Play Store again shortly. It's live now. You can download it. It's a dating app based on voice, and we have some pretty interesting things that are going into it. The other app I have is called Up Yours, which, again, we have a new version going into the App Store and the Google Store. That's basically for people that have content that want to get it distributed. Most likely music that we accept, short readings from books that you're trying to introduce, just general entertaining content. We'll get them into and read aloud on our dating app so that people can kind of contact or purchase your product. Because we think that dating is a complex process, and since everything is based on voice and we have the capability of distributing audio, we insert these things in between the voices. So it's a great opportunity. And of course, Newsweed is a news source that we're trying to develop, and we're always looking for journalists that we pay to help us report the news. We haven't done a real good job in reporting the news, but we're going to do a better job. So what else can I tell you about the markets? I am slightly invested in crypto. I own some AMP. And I think that even businesses like my dating app, my music site, I think that crypto is a great way to promote those sites because, like, I'm thinking, if I charge my dating app people through crypto and I took the value of that crypto and I held on to it and the value rose, well, that would be better than releasing stock into the market to try to gain equity. Because I think if you pick the right crypto, boom, you're going to have tremendous value that takes off, particularly if you're supporting it with an infrastructure where people are trading with it. Like, for instance, let's say that I was interested in a woman and I sent her a song. Well, on Lovappy, we charge for that service for you to send a song to a woman or a man, and the musician makes 40 cents. Now, if we turn that into a crypto situation, whereas we bought a bunch of crypto and then we were going to kind of like bank that crypto, and then we were taking crypto in, and we as part of the market players were starting to increase the usage and tradability of crypto for practical things, then all of a sudden we've made a great investment, and we're helping our users as well, because if we pay them in crypto, which they can have cash or crypto, that would make a lot more sense. So I think that there's a lot of exciting possibilities with crypto if you pick the right one. There just seems to be so much action in the crypto market, which is really like sort of like you buy tokens at a carnival, right? You pay your cash, you get those tokens so you can bring the kids on the rides. So I think it's like that. But if you think about it, what if you had 1 million amusement parks or 1 million stadiums? Like, for instance, Messi's going to take part of his pay in crypto. So obviously the value of that crypto is going to go up. So it's pretty exciting, and it's not that complicated to understand when you pit the value of the dollar against a crypto coin. And I think that many businesses like my own, like Newsweek, like Up Yours, and like Love Happy, we should be doing the same thing. Let's get back to the stocks. Again, I'm not giving you advice on what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Some things that I watch, again, I'm a buy low, sell high type person. I'm watching closely, obviously, BNGO. It's my biggest holding. I'm not interested in MRNA. I never was. But that's been a tremendous ride up. Ride or any of the EV stocks, particularly Chinese EV stocks, not interested. To me, that's China has really come down on its companies. They basically jailed Jack Ma, or supposedly he's painting in his apartment. Oof, that's pretty scary. It could happen in any country for that matter, but it's pretty scary to me to invest in Chinese companies. CIDM is strictly an entertainment play. They own valuable properties of movies and such, and they were supplying the theaters with those reels, which are now digital assets. So I see this company as being able to raise capital and at the same time being able to monetize the inventory that they have, because as we all know, we go home, we pick up some Chinese food, we sit down in front of the television, and we try to get entertained. And sometimes we get bored with looking for something new. Recently, I watched a couple of old movies from like 1965, and it was great. Oh, the market's over, and let's see where we went. BNGO, 596. So not a great performance on BNGO today. SYN, 49.71, again down there. CSCW, pretty much maintained itself. It started off the day around 82. CSCW is another entertainment stock I'm interested in. CSCW has education classes for musicians, and of course they're doing streaming concerts, but I think the real money is in the future of new music that's discovered. There's another Beatles out there. There's another Bruce Springsteen out there. We're not listening close enough. And I think that a company like CSCW, who's educating entertainers, we might find the next Elton John. And I hope we do, because, wow, the 70s and 60s and 50s, and I think we started getting a little stale in the 80s, but the 80s was pretty good too. But I think we need to find those new musicians that are really going to enlighten our life. So what else do I want to talk about with the markets? It's pretty scary. I sense that something is going to happen from a geopolitical standpoint, which scares me because I could lose a lot of money. But like any risk taker, I'm in the market still. So I wish you all the best of luck. Anything I've said is not advice. It's strictly for entertainment purposes. I kind of like to tell people what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, and I'm going to keep doing this. So the symbols I'm looking at are CSCW, SYN, BNGO, CIDM. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be on the hunt to look for more stocks. I did get a call from a guy yesterday. I think his name was Jared Boggs. He was telling me HALD, which is selling for 4 cents, OPTI, which was selling for 5 cents, and a stock I really don't like called VYST. So, occasionally I do get people call me. Again, my number is 215-219-7699. You're going to catch me any time of the day. I really don't move around that much, especially since I had my 3rd heart attack. I go for walks at night, but I still pick up my phone. So give me a call. Let's talk. I want you to educate me. I want you to advise me of what I should do. And I've had some interesting calls in the past. So thanks. Have a great day. I'll be reporting the news in about an hour.